season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing again, down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Попробуем вот так вот.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkli.
Хорош, Керби. Кстати, не знаю, меня слышно или нет, надеюсь, что да.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches. Hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Gone. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Fighting his way
Ярда 2 набрал, да.
They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have a Lions first down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to
Еще который побежал на одного и присутствовал на второго потом резко.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Gone.
А что, вылез-то не туда?
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's
Не знаю почему, да.
penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Потому что блиц, в какой-то момент скрывается.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Блять, ну началось колхозе утро.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out.
Дайте я Майкеру подпишу.
Send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Баркли пал как мешок просто сейчас.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down.
Jones. Ой, как плохо жоп скинул. Там решение, правда, странное было очень много, честно говоря.
Talk about arm strength, that's great, mobility great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
This will be caught. It's
Ну, типа, не успел назад дернуться.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing Jones. And this one too low. The Giants at 2-7 now on the year.
Так, мы видим, потому что Стаса лагает. помнишь или нет? Снова приветики. Надеюсь, что меня слышно. Если меня слышно, напишите, пожалуйста, что-нибудь в чат. Если нет, то не пишите, потому что снова не услышите.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10.
Да, господи, это больше, что мой телефон еще глючит. Сверхтяжелая расстановка.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Barkli. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Анзалони молодец.
On the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Не было там первого дауна. Пункт. Анзалони все еще молодец.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Ах ты, зацепил.
A 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over.
А, давай сразу так. Сходу.
Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play action. It's gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Ах ты выпустил из рук просто Монрад. 80 ярдов почти было. Обидно. Я зря ускорение не нажал так рано, да. Поэтому 2 ярда только. Я не знал, что он здесь прибежит, да. А здесь не бежит. Он как поляк военный. Сюда. Отвлеки его, да, именно. Не было, мне кажется.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Не, ладно, не будем заготовочку делать, рановато. Но странно, что Цедра не убежал чувака совсем, да. Меня сильно удивило. Если человек должен убегать, конечно, с такими данными, как у него. Промахнулся-то, господи. Ой! Такой хит-стик был сейчас, на самом деле, не знаю, что это промахнулся.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Так. Мне кажется, это Зиг будет сейчас щека влево, да?
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones.
Хорош пас. Не успел накрыть просто, да, совсем. Совсем не успел накрыть. Там еще есть камера глаз. Нифига себе. 2 ВР, 2 РБ.
And how did he get him? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Ну там и крылья, честно говоря, не поймал, вот там и я побежал туда. Надо потом сказать, что, конечно, слонты не панацея совсем.
And talk about what worked for him last week in their win. Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Курлуки попробовал поиграть. Не зря заучил.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
Курлук, правда, называется, я не очень понимаю.
Can you hang in there and not try and force something?
Почему Рейвенс бежит там? Объясните мне, пожалуйста. Ну это же не... Защитный перехват, потому что Гофф кидал, конечно, из-под полы совсем. Ну давай вот сыграем, да. Смотри, сейчас главное не перепутать. У тебя Сен-Барам бежит прямо, а Виллер бежит налево. А Митчелл бежит прямо, и сейчас не посылают. Хорошо. Ну, опасно было на фане Максейфти выскочить как-то блокерку.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
О! Не надо так делать, пожалуйста, очень прошу.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on the last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Goff.
Ничего там идеально не заходит во флот, потому что тут сек. Опять там. Ну, то есть 3 квартала это хорошо, что плохих работает. Плохо, что, конечно, да. Чуть не убили моего любимого Джареда Гоффа. Даем левый. Хорошо. Затяжной блиц там, наверное. Это блицевая система, я что-то прям не могу. Что с Джексоном я очень мучаюсь.
We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side. As this into a double team and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. Take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why you can't.
Ой-ой-ой. Ой-ой-ой, Алексей. Это грубо ты ошибся. Потому что непростая комбинация идет. Поэтому так, конечно, нельзя, Алексей. Ну, это прям стыд позор. А вот слева чувак был. Ну, блядь, ну. Зачем? Абсолютно непонятно. Что вы не стебают? Да, надо в лице играть сейчас будет.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And he will bring it.
Мне не понятно, зачем он пытался сейчас. Прям грубая ошибка. Причем в одну и ту же точку кинул сейчас.
Because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case, anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to light this game up, but so far,
опять на шагов перехват кинул, да, не должен был он кидать.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
Ребят, как дела у вас? Я же нажал R3. Почему вы все не побежали? Так, конечно, они делают на R3, то там Ламар Джексон может по 500 ярдов за игру набирать. Колено болит.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Перехват интересный. Там три человека понял. Тройное прикрытие паса Джонса. Неплохой пант.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown.
Ну ты долбоёб, ну блядь.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. This defense had.
Зачем буллетов накидал тогда? Ну ёб твою мать. Естественно. Ой, господи.
in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Какие-то.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charge off after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jones. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going downfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now
не работает нормально. Почему он переключился опять на дальнего сейчас? Так, Алексей, давайте не отвлекаться, но все-таки выиграть эту игру. Было бы очень неплохо. Почему же не ночь никогда? Фикс. Ай, не ушел, не получилось убежать.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them?
It's coming and down he goes.
Там стой какая стой была, я не знаю, видел.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that might be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Officially last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the counter. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on the lead, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Блять. Как будто появилось еще там. Очень плохо кидали сегодня. Соберись, пожалуйста. Придумайте.
And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will take as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question is, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question.
Пойду Кать поцелую, а то сейчас здесь начнут.
Finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being.
Блять, 3 такла чувак ушел.
Deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Я хер знает, честно.
Any extra stress on your offense.
Что-то могу спускать?
Running again with Barkli on second down.
Не забежал, да.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Блять.
And he's got room.
Я бы сейчас, наверное, дернул бы шнур, если бы он тачдаун набежал. Блиц, скорость без границ. Я их просто еще перекрутить не успел там никуда. Я же выиграл сейчас борьбу у него, да почему он не упал? Почему он дальше побежал?
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Хорош. Он бузурука.
Charging in and finishing off the sack.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Jones off the play fake. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Если бы он поймал сейчас, а у него были все шансы на это, надо признать, там что-то захист развалилось.
Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30, and he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession.
Какие ты мяч-то? Я сегодня очень плохо. И Гофф сегодня очень плохо. И эту вещь не поделал, конечно. Просто достаточно. Защита еще не дал отдохнуть совсем.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Куда ты прыгать собрался, дурак?
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
Что за линия?
He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw is gone. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense will move to third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Серьезно, сам предприниматель, нормальный все.
This is second and long. Goff a handoff here to Swift. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
Давай, Кэмерон Дикер.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball.
Ой, я тут лаги стал. Ой. Ой. Слава богу. Почти ушел. Я не знаю, почему лагает.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Что с пассаком-то сегодня? Ну выкинь ты мяч, Алексей.
I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
На линию скриммиджей, ну просто.
Plays each get nothing. And they're going to be starting a third and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
Справляюсь абсолютно. У меня не offensive line, не я по скорости реакции на сыки, но все.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to loft on the deep left side here. And unable to connect.
Пять уронил.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket. pocket of the officials, turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. With it is Jackson. Oh, look at the juke. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Barkli hit in the ball.
Да, господи, даже сейчас фамбл не подобрали.
Got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks them up
and avoids the turnover. And he will have a Giants 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Barkli on 1st down.
This
will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Не успеет, к сожалению,
Picked up
да.
by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly.
Опять кавер 3 почти кинул. Можно 3 человека возле него.
Always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll get him down.
Проводили до 2-ярдовой линии.
2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is sustained runs, taking their time and making it.
Да, почему Рейлис так все время?
From the 29, Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Нашкупал свою игру, как будто
starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned how slowly but surely. They also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Посмотри, пожалуйста, где гейм-центр находится в Ростере. Что так легко убиваешь, Леш? Ну, опять вот точно 25 минимум.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
Зря дергался, пробежать могу дальше. А дальше дернулся, то и все. Ну, я перегрузиться не успел просто, этого не знаю.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, something happened here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw it and get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Holmes returning from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position, When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And no chance to
Убили чувака, мне кажется.
down at about the 17-yard line.
Стаса бы чуть успокоиться и вынес бы по игре. Там что-нибудь наши получился.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Steps away.
Ой, камбэк какой хороший. Прям хороший камбэк. Красиво. Но я бы, конечно, честно говоря, посмотрел бы его.
Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard.
О, повезло там. 25-30 ярдов чувак забирал.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing Jones.
And now here is another interception.
By Jeff Okuda. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Там чувак схватил меня раньше, чем мяч долетел. Вы чего? Я очень понял этой возможности, не говорю.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Перехват. Должен был.
But that's going to wind up incomplete. CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to...
Бля, в другую сторону ветер-то, ёб твою мать, Алексей. Дебил.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big
Куда ты прыгнул? Объясни мне, их зажимал.
Football on some drives, they just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan is
Что бил Кирилл, да?
Isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board, so if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Second down, here's Barkli again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Что?
The Giants go on fourth.
Хорошо.
Come up empty, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he takes a shot.
Ну, оставить, да, набегал, если перелетел бы, да.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first down. Touchdown, Detroit! Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game.
Так, в другую сторону, Леша, в другую сторону.
They don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just
А еще я абсолютно не знаю, как подать на жопу, да.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario.
Что-то на квотере же проходило.
What feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do them? And he told me they actually do.
Ой, какой пас хороший.
He's going to try and run the best offense he can run. Have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal.
Я в центр чего ходил совсем.
Execution, be crisp.
Я был в центр кидать сейчас, наверное.
Find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones got his man complete over the
Я
middle.
постоял, подумал, что бегать не мое, я не побегу туда. Ну, затупил просто, да.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's
incomplete,
broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Там запас был в меня ровно, да.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Больше не успеет там сюда.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Баскетболист, мой дорогой.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty, and the Lions will take over. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, well, we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Уильямс, почему ты опять набежишь?
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could really use the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Open man right side is St. Brown.
Господи, почему вы все убегаете за линию? Так, нет, так нельзя, давай кончать. Все мог бы на колено сожалел, да? Без придумывать что-то непонятное. Сейчас Свет забежал, отлично. Да, опять тайм-аут теперь. Мы так никогда не закончим, ребят.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine.